Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is the Xordle, or Xordle, depending on how you want to pronounce that. So I'm going to start with twice because you guessed two words, unlike Dordle where you guessed two words. It's a little different. All right, so let's find this T in the right word. So maybe ST. If I did stout, it would double up the chance of finding the T, but also there's no T on the left word, and I'd like to learn about the left word. So how about staying instead? All right, T is not second. We got the G and the A for the left word. So there might be down to just one word. What would it be? Because I can't end in the CE. That's a bit strange. In fact, the placement of those yellows is removing a lot of options, as far as I can tell. Caged, maybe? I think it might be. I'm going to actually try that. Ooh. Cagey. Darn. I hope that's it. That's it. Okay. Darn it. That's why I don't go for them if there's more than one option, but I didn't think of cagey until after it told me caged was almost right. I don't know, maybe mouth for the right? Nope, still haven't found where the T goes. There's an O and a U on the word. Could it just end in OUT instead? Not scout. Can't even be grout. You'd think there'd be something L or something R. Flout. Oh, it was flout. Okay, nice. Cagey flout. Nice. All right, had one guess left. That's not terrible. So for weeks now, I don't know, it feels like weeks now, Dordle's been like, we're going to change servers. Make sure you save this export data so that we can restore it. Well, it looks like today was the day, and I went to restore it, and for some reason it thinks I've only played 36 daily games and no free games. So something went wrong with the import, which is unfortunate. So like, why spam us every day with this export data if it's not even going to import correctly? But anyway, it's fine. I don't really care about my Dordle stats. For those who did care about their Dordle stats, I'm sorry that they didn't import right. Did they import right for you? All right, let's do Fibble. Now with Fibble, we're going to get a lie for every guess. Exactly one lie, not zero, not two, exactly one. And so that means in this blade, for example, maybe the green L is lying and it should be yellow or gray, or maybe the gray A is lying and it should be green or yellow, but only exactly one of them's lying. Now, what I like to do when possible is, well, it's always possible. So, sorry. First thing I like to do is I like to guess what could be the answer at all times. So I'm always going for the answer. I call that hard mode. There are definitely ways to play this game. Like I could guess, for example, Blaze here. I'm not going to hit enter. But if I guessed Blaze here, then I would find the lie between these two. There would almost certainly be a lie between these two. And then that would really help me narrow down options. But I'm not going to do that because I'm going to go for what could be the answer. Now, what I can do is I can bring in a gray. I usually like to bring in a gray. So like bring in this A and use the L, D, and E. The problem is I don't think there's a word that does DL or LD or L. And if I did LAD, that would be two lies because the A would be lying and the D would be lying. So I think I have to just ignore the D and just... No, what I could do is I could assume the D is green instead of yellow, and I could do a different LDE word. But I can't use the... I could do elide. And actually double letters are really nice in Fibble because they can end up coloring, like they can catch lies just because it's an impossible coloring. It only happens really rarely, but it can happen. So let's do elide, which could have been the answer. All right, so this is really nice because we have an X-wing here. What do I mean by X-wing? Well, remember, blade has one lie and elide has one lie. So there are exactly two lies on this entire board right now. I can tell you where one of them is. One of these L's is lying, right? They can't both be telling the truth because they disagree. And one of these D's is lying. They can't both be telling the truth. So if there's two lies on the whole grid, and one of them's here and one of them's here, that means these are not lying. So that's really nice. So what's going to happen is we're going to have an X. We're going to either have this side of the X, or we're going to have this side of the X as the lies. So what we could do is we could assume these are lying, and we could do glide, and just say, okay, well, the lie is this yellow L and this yellow D, and they're supposed to be in place. Hey, look at that. Got it in 3. Very nice. I think I got lucky there getting having blade be so close to glide to start with, and then catching an X-wing on my second guess. But I think going for the answer is actually pretty nice in Fibble. I think it adds to the game a lot, and it doesn't really. It's not as harmful as one would think to being able to get it quickly. Anyway, that was fun. I think I spent way more time explaining the game than playing it, but that's okay. Let's play Connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. Ooh, peak. It's a fun wordle word. Is it just rhyming words? They all say their peak, their homophones. I don't think homophones should be a category. If you go into their help, they say categories will always be more specific than 5-letter words, names, or verbs. Now, in your opinion, is homophones more specific than 5-letter words, names, or verbs? Like, I wish they would give examples in the help of things that are on the other side of that line, like homophones. Anyway, crag and cliff and ridge and bluff are all like features of. No? Oh, a look maybe? Or a ledge? Oh, okay. Okay, we gotta find out what goes in that. They're all like terrain features or mountain features. I don't know how you put that. Charade and act and bluff. Glance and glimpse probably go together. I feel like charade, bluff, and act go together, like lying, but front maybe? Like a business can be a front. Let's try it. Yeah, deceit. Okay. So like the mafia will own businesses, and they'll be the front of the business is some real business, like I don't know, a laundromat or a restaurant or something like that. But then the back is where they actually do their business, and the front is where they money launder. Anyway, so cliff, ledge, crag, and look. No, look goes with glimpse and gander and glance. Okay. Quick peek. And then these are the mountainous features. Parts of a mountain. There we go. Cool. Well, I think I did pretty well on that one. All right, let's do Xordle. The creator has said it can be pronounced either way, so why don't I pronounce it both ways? All right, we have to think of a. I said what was a good starting word? Or a fun wordle word? Peak. Let's start with peak. Maybe I don't point this time. Maybe I just look at it like get a little peek. Okay. Sorry, that's the thumbnail. All right, peak. What did we learn? No Q in the word. So what these clues? So first of all, this top word, I'm playing in hard mode. Hard mode is a bit strange in Xordle. It doesn't change what you're allowed to guess. All it does is change that the starting word isn't revealed at the start, and each guess reveals one letter at a time. So we learned that there's a yellow S in this word, and the reason for that is very often the 3 words are related to each other in some way, kind of like you're playing Connections. So by not knowing what the first word is right away, like sometimes people will look at the first word and they'll just get it right away because they'll know what the related words are going to be. But if you don't know what the starting word is, then that makes it harder. Also, you don't get seeded with some letters that are already in the word. So now we know there's a yellow S in the first slot, green I, and a yellow U. But we don't know which word these go with. There's going to be 2 words that are the answer. And the 2 words don't share letters between each other. Within themselves, there can be multiple S's. Like one of the words could be glass, for example. And there'd be 2 S's in there. But what we can't do is put an S in one word and an S in the other word. So this yellow S is yellow for the word that the S is in. This green I is green for the word that the I is in. The other word, it would be gray. So we have to figure out what the 2 words are. I don't think glass is a terrible guess, to be honest. So let's see what that does. All right, so there's 1 S in the word, and they aren't near at the end. So we're narrowing down where this S goes. We found where the U goes. It told us. So because there's a green U here and a green I here, we know that one of the words has U second and the other word has I second. I'm thinking of guessing Vista here. because of that second I there, and then we have the S and the A in new positions. Could be the answer. Ooh. Interesting. So we either have VI or VU. I think VI is going to be much more common. We found where the S goes. We did not find where the A goes, interestingly. It does not have to be in the word with the V. In fact, I'm thinking it's not. I think we have a UA word on our hands here, if those exist. Like mural, but there's no L. Okay, we have SUP here. Is this super, maybe? It's not visit, because there's no T. There could be a second I, though. So if the top word is super, what would be like a VI word that would go super? I can't think of one. Okay, let's think about the word that has U second, and maybe A. Ooh, it could be an AU word though. What would that be? What's left? Oh, I thought of Arl, but which wouldn't be a terrible guess if there was an L. I can't think of anything. What am I gonna do here? Could it be VU? I can't think of any VU words. Could it be USA? All right, I might just do a filler here. I don't really like playing Xordle in hard mode because you can really most of the time you need all your guesses. Just playing normally. So what can I do here? So I'm assuming I'm going to get an R revealed in 2 guesses. So I'm kind of avoiding the R. I especially would avoid the R second, because if I think there's an R in the word, I should try to place it, and there's not. We know the second letters U and I. Is moray a word? Because I think I would. I bet hooray is two O's, but like moray eels? Let's give that a try. Ooh, that was really helpful. Okay, so there is an R in the word. Visor. Supervisor. And then we have M-A and U. So it's like something you... Oh, is it human? Supervisor human. Submitted by Toyer. Nice. I picked a good day. I like the AI. I know you can never really see the AI image very well in my capture, but that's funny. Toyer is the person who made Fusele and also very active in the community. Also, Toyer is a setter for my Sudoku Adventure series. One of them. All right. Oh, well, that was fun. Supervisor human. So like I said, knowing the word can help. In this case, it was a little bit abstract, but all right. Let's do Polygonle. We have a 7-letter word today, and we have these letters repeating. These ones don't. I'm double checking because I made a mistake the other day. If this was ing, it would be inning, which is actually like we could do. The problem is like which ones don't repeat the N? Like skinning would repeat the N. Oh, it would have to be something like shining. Hey, you know what? I'm glad I tried it. Okay. I think it's pronounced eining. So let's think about what else could be eining. Unless it's AI. Aining? Laning. Laning? Is that a word? No. Waning? Like waxing and waning? I don't think that's how you spell waning, but it accepted it. Okay, so it's not AI. Let's think about R here. It can't be grinning because we can't repeat the G there. Brining. Ooh, R. I-N. Raining. Ooh, oh, no, not raining. Ruining? Ruining. Oh my gosh. Who knew about the inning trap? I mean, I suppose I should have guessed there was an inning trap. Let's look at the breakdown here. Do we have, so yeah, look at all these ining words. So we've got aligning without a G, interesting. Brining, chinning, chining, coining, dwinning, feigning. All right, which ones are joining is fun. Ooh, joining would have been tough. Ruining was the answer. Shining, twining, whining. Okay. In fact, the only one that wasn't an ining word is if it was I-N-I-N-E, like asinine and quinine. How do you pronounce that? Quinine? Anyway, cool. All right, let's do Symble. We'll start with Blaze. I know you're very surprised. Nothing from Blaze again. We'll do Toxin. All right, we're going to check O second. In fact, we're going to check double O to see if there's more than one of them. If I can. I may not be able to. I need the E. All right. I thought of sorry, but I don't know if I want to double R at this point. Ooh, how about pooch? That's fun. Okay, there's not even an O, but we know there's a C here now, and the second letter is a T, I, or N. We're assuming it's not X until proven otherwise. So maybe an I, because we need vowels. It can't be like can't end in inch. So how do we do this? Maybe it actually should be like a T. Maybe we should do ST. Maybe we should do stuck. Oh, so it's snuck. Oh, both the T and the N worked at the same exact. That's funny. I was like, wait, of all the things to be wrong, it was the second letter only? That's really funny. Yeah, stuck snuck was definitely a 50-50 at best, because we didn't know which one of these two went in the second spot. Cool. All right, a 5. That's pretty typical. All right, let's do Fusele. We're going to start with snuck, but we're going to get a lie in this first word, and we're going to assume it's the U. We're just going to avoid all these letters until we need to use them, until we're proven that we need to use them. So let's do stare. Nope, there's no S. The problem is I can't mark on the keyboard that I think these are gray, which is kind of a problem. But what if I do flick? No. Why am I ending in CK? Again, keyboard issues. Okay, the N and the S I'm avoiding. So I want, okay, what letters do I want? I want T, I want R, I want E, I want L. Trell is not a word. Okay. Alert. Alert is perfect. All right, these are symbol clues. So these blues are like how symbol yellows work. So we have an A, L, R, or T in the middle. In this next guess, we're only going to get info about these non-gray ones. We're only going to get 2 letters of info. So I'm thinking about using those 2 letters of info to find out whether A, L, R, or T are in the word. So we could put like, what do we think would be in the middle? Maybe an A, maybe a... By the way, this does mean the U is the lie. There could still be a U, but it would have to be yellow there. So we know there's no S, N, C, K for sure. Now what else would I want to put in the middle? An L, a T? Let's try L. And then now we just have to avoid A and L, and we can use whatever letters we want, because we're not going to learn about these anyway. So what should I do? Actually, is it hard to put an AL like that? Maybe AIL. We could just do fails. That's fine. All right, so the middle letter was the L. I got lucky. So that's what we know about the word. Okay. There's an L in the middle, and we know a few letters that it isn't. I cough drop right now. Let's see. So, I can't use A. Can't do solid. I'm thinking about LID. But I mean, this could be a U, but I'm thinking O. But solid, it's not solid because we know there's no S. And we know it if it's double L, it's double L. It's not here, so it's not like an LLY word. What if we did moldy? So I think the answer might be moldy, but we can't actually guess moldy, so we're gonna guess moldy backwards. MOLDY. All right. Interesting. So I think it definitely ends in Y. This is something other than a D. This is an O, almost certainly. What else can we do with that? Ooh, what is it? So remember, it's not double L, because we had the yellow L there. That's actually really useful to know. It's not an E, because we tried E up here. So if it was a vowel, LIY doesn't mean anything to me. LUY doesn't mean anything to me. And it can't be an E, can't be an A, can't be an O. Okay, it's not a... Ooh, I apparently used a hotkey that erases everything. So it's not a... It's not a vowel. It's a consonant. It's not a W. We know it's not an R. I don't see how P works. I don't see how F works. Does G work? I don't see how. H, no way. J, no. K. There's no K. It can't be an L. OLBY? I don't see how. All right. What if it was an O here then? I mean, it can't be an L here actually, because we tried L there. There's only one L, I guess. I don't see how this works. Oh no. Oily. Okay, maybe I should do a filler? I could do a filler with O second. The problem is I'm only gonna get greens out of this guess, so it's the worst time to do a filler, but I can at least know where the O goes if I guess like this. But if I can guess a word like this, I mean, I guess it gets good, like, what do I want to learn here? I don't need the L and the Y there. But the problem is, okay, I can't do a filler on this word. Because if I did a filler on this word, okay, well, I just won't learn about, okay, this is what we can do. I just won't learn about what's in those slots, but I can learn about what might be here or here. It's going to be terrible. I'll learn where the O goes. That's really my goal. Can I put a B? I don't know. What do I think might be here? B or G? Maybe I can do like... Okay, I'm going to guess rough. We don't care about this because these aren't going to give us info anyway. We know this is an L. We know that's a Y. So this is going to tell us if O is second, and it's going to tell us if R and G are exactly in these spots. It's a rough guess, but... All right, so we know it's O, L, and then Y. And I'm not allowed to guess O in this one. Okay, we're doing another filler. So it is O, L, Y. There's no... Okay, so what do we want to guess here? Maybe B, maybe... I mean, could it be LOL something Y? Oh, come on, LOL something Y. LOL. I don't see how. Not without another L. Okay, we know there's no E. I really just need to get letters that could... Why can't I think of this word? O-L-Y. Colby, maybe? Is Colby a word? Okay, I'm gonna guess uncle, and uncle's terrible though. I'm thinking about the N, the C, the G. If I can even just get NCG, I'm happy. I don't see how. Like, Hugin. Darn. Can I get... Okay, can I get the C and the B? Okay, I'm gonna guess Bucky. Bucky's not a word. Is Bicky? Bicky's a word somehow. Forgive me, I don't know what it means, so forgive me if it's a weird word, but or about Bicky. Okay, so what this is going to tell me is if there's a B or C in the word, and it confirms the Y is at the end. The Y is not at the end. Ooh, that's why I couldn't think of it. O-L-Y. It's polyp. Polyp. Okay. So I guess I should have done a word ending in Y for this one. Oh well. I got it. Polyp is so hard. It's a really hard word. Okay. Well, we still have one more to do. We're going to do the blind, and we're going to start with polyp, and we're going to get a lie. I guess I could move that L somewhere and see if that's the lie or not. Again, an incognito follow-up. All right, I'm going to do... I'm going to do a word with L second. Let's get the S, and let's get the E. We'll do slate. Okay, so the L was lying, and there's an E at the end. I think that's as good as we were going to get out of that. So we just got to end in E. What do we want? We want like the T and the R. Maybe the A. Is this a word? Train. Trade. We could do trade. Okay, well, I guess we're learning about the OV. We already know there's no O. Darn it. So let's do coven. That actually teaches about the C and the N. Right? Well, we knew the E would be yellow. So T, and then there's a C probably before the E. Oh, today's been hard, huh? The twists have been difficult too, to be honest. If it's not TR, we probably have a vowel. What are we doing here? I want to do tense, but there's no N. Also, that's SE. Maybe the C goes here? Does that help me? What is it? We could repeat the E. We could use the U or the I. It really feels like I gotta do something like, oh, like twice. There we go. Twice. And that was the answer. Okay. Wait. That's what I started. We started and ended with the same word. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed these games. There were some tough ones today. I feel the Fibble I did really well on. Connections I did well. Polygonle was quite the trap. Oh, I didn't do the mini. Let's do the mini. I got confused. We'll end on the mini here. Tattoo. Wait, that's two T's, isn't it? Taboo is not. Nothing. Okay. How about swill? Nope. We're running out of things to end in double letters. I want to get stuff, but there's no T. You could do snuff. It's not double F either. What is it? Double E? Double P? Okay, let's look at double E. I feel like that's the only thing that seems reasonable at this point. But then I have to put something else beside the next to the S. I think we could do like, oh, we could do spree. There we go. It was spree. Okay. All right. Didn't quite start and end on twice because I missed the mini. I think what I'm going to do, so I'm going to splice this to the correct part, but it'll be really awkward cut because now you know that I forgot to do this and I came back and did it, but it will have still ended on the Fusele. Anyway. No, I can't because I just said that we started and ended with twice, and that gives it away. All right, this is going at the end. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.